Texting while driving. Tell us the truth. You've admitted that you sometimes do it while you're stopped, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you do it while you're driving? Moving.
I try not to. I check them while moving.
Great. Well, listen, we have an epidemic with texting while driving. On my ride home, I actually just look into other cars to see what's going on, and I would say about 40%. In fact, the other day I counted. It was about 38 out of 80 cars that I passed. The person was clearly texting or on the phone, which also was contributing to bizarre driving. And in fact, last Thursday when I left the studio, someone I know, an acquaintance, pulled out behind me, and I noticed he was behind me on the way home. We got on the highway. He was still behind me. And all of a sudden, I look into my rearview mirror, and he's almost off the road. Like, he passed the rumble strips, you know, which are there to presumably wake you up or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just said, what is going on back there? All of a sudden, another key trait of people driving while texting is drastic changes in speed. Like, I get on the highway and I set my cruise control, and that's it. That's the speed I'm going at.
Yeah.
A lot of times texting while driving, you'll see people going really, really slow, and then all of a sudden flying past people because they're not really conscious of even what they're doing on the road. So after being behind me and almost going off the road, he flies past me in the fast lane, and I look over, and of course looking down and texting and doing this thing where you're kind of looking up. It's a disaster. The number of accidents that are being caused by this, the number of almost accidents that I'm in on a weekly basis, simply avoiding people that from miles away you can tell are either texting or on the phone, is incredible.
Like most things in this country that wind up with people dead or causing tons of damage, the penalties are not nearly strict enough.
Let's talk about the penalties. Natan, do we have the map?
Yes,
we do have the map. So let's take a look at the texting while driving map. So if you look at this, there are, if you look at the map here, the green states, which are quite a few, have a ban on an all drivers texting ban. But let's look at a few specific states here, and you tell me, Lewis, if you think the fines are stringent enough.
Okay.
Utah, you get a $750 fine, and you get jail time if you get into an accident and it's proven that you were texting while driving. In Illinois, these are some of the stricter ones. Illinois, $1,000 fine for driving while texting. In Wisconsin, it's $400 for the first offense, $800 for the second offense. I believe here in Massachusetts, it's either $250 or $500 for texting while driving. Do we just have to say it's not strict enough because so many people are doing it?
Right.
Or is it just that it's not being enforced? Nobody hears of it being enforced. Therefore, it doesn't matter what it is on paper. You're just not worried about it.
Well, I think it's a few things. I mean, one, it can be hard to prove. You know, you do have a bit of time there in between when you get pulled over and when the officer reaches your door to delete the messages that could, you know,
be incriminating.
Yeah, because of the timestamp on them.
Right.
I don't know. See, that phone in this picture, I have a phone like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can almost text without even looking because you know where the numbers, it's not a keyboard,
right.
You know? Not that that makes it better.
No.
But yeah, I think if you want people to stop doing it, they have to know that they're screwed if they do.
The TV commercials that show the text someone sent right before they were killed while driving while texting,
yeah.
Those seem to be having somewhat of an impact, kind of like the quit smoking ones where they would have the body bags, or the truth campaign on smoking. It seems to have kind of that visceral effect, but I don't know. It's horribly concerning. Just, you could be a good driver. It's like a ski slalom trying to avoid people who are driving while texting.